Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be doing an install on the Sonic 2T3. This is their plug-and-play power amplifier for 2020 to current year Toyota 4Runners with and without JBL head units. So if you're looking to increase the bass, the fidelity, the loudness on your sound system within your 4Runner, look into this product. So let's go ahead and do a quick unboxing, and then we'll do an install step by step, and then we're going to do also a review at the end to see how much improvement it has done to the 4Runner once we get this installed. All right, so let's get into it. All right, guys, so first and foremost, before we talk about what's in the box, I just want to be upfront and let you guys all know that this product was sent to me by Sonic. I found them online and was really intrigued, and so I reached out to them and they agreed to send me out this power amplifier. But I just want to let you know that by no way, shape, or form is that going to influence my review and what I think about the product. And so let's talk about who this is for. So if you're someone like me, who is not impressed by the stock Toyota 4Runner sound system. They're not that good. Even the JBL ones are not good. For the amount of money we pay, the sound system is kind of lacking, right? And so if you're someone like me who wants to increase the fidelity, the volume, and like the bass of your sound system, you might have been looking into a sub and amp combo, right? I was definitely in that boat. I started looking for subs and amps to install in the 4Runner, but after doing research, it just became really expensive. And not only that, the install itself was really tedious. You have to run wires to the back of the vehicle, you have to run wires to the battery, you have to mount the sub and the amp and all that yada yada stuff, right? I didn't want to do any of that. And so when I found Sonic, this seemed to take care of all the problems that I wanted to address. This is essentially a plug-and-play system that will increase the power, it will increase the fidelity, and increase the volume of your stock sound system. All right, and so here's what comes in the box. You have your wire harness, that's it. This is a plug-and-play system. That's what I really, really wanted. Plug and play. These are piggyback harnesses that will essentially plug right into your stock head unit. All right, so super easy. Those are all the wires you need. You have foam mounting strips so that you can mount the amplifier to inside the dash, inside the, the glove box, wherever you want it to go. And then this is it. This is the power amplifier. This does have the ability to add a sub. So if you wanted more power and you wanted more volume, you do have the ability to buy a harness. They sell that separately. You do have the ability to buy a harness to add to this unit, and then it will allow you to hook up a sub to your system. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do the install. It's super easy. It's probably going to take you 20 minutes at top. So let's show you how to do it. All right, so before we do the install, I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask, so I went ahead and asked them first. For those of us who are running aftermarket speakers already in your 4Runner, how does this affect, or will this work with aftermarket speakers? So this is what Sonic said. They said, yes, you can install aftermarket speakers, but make sure to keep the impedance at 4 ohms. Recommended watts is 45 to 150 range. So for myself, I'm running the Kicker speakers. I went and put those in when I did the sound deadening install that you guys might have seen in the past. So my Kicker speakers are right within that range. They are 4 ohms and they are within the range of 45 to 150 watts. And so this is going to be perfect for me. I think a lot of you guys will be running the same systems as me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is going to unhook the head unit. All right, so how to do that is we're going to first take this cover off here. These should just pop right out. I'll use a plastic pry tool here just to pop it out. Okay, and then from there you can unhook this harness that controls your HVAC system. This line should just pop right out. I'm going to use this tool. There you go. And then you can also unplug this harness, and this should just swing right out of the way. Okay, so these are the 4 screws you're going to need to take out. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are 10 millimeters. Okay, now that your screws are loose, you should be able to wiggle this guy out of here. And keep in mind, it might be kind of tight, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my plastic pry tool again. There you go, it's coming, it's popping right out. All right. Okay. There you go. And that should be it. All right, guys, so now that we have the head unit taken out, these are the connectors that we want to take off. We are going to take off this black connector right here, and then directly next to it is this white connector here. Okay, keep in mind, this white connector is very, very similar to the other two that are directly next to it. We don't want to remove these, all right? We only want to remove this black one here and this white one here, all right? So Beat Sonic, they gave really, really good instructions. Never pull on the wire. You want to press the tab itself and then take it out, right? So you don't ever want to pull on the wires. You might damage them. So you want to make sure you're pressing on the tab and then you want to take it out, all right? So that's one. All right, guys, so now that we have the original wires taken out, we're going to install the wires that come with the Beat Sonic. Essentially what this is a piggyback harness. We're going to install this white one into the port here, and then the white harness that we took out earlier right here is going to plug into the piggyback harness here, and then this black harness right here is going to plug into this one right here, and then you should have a spare piggyback one here. That is going to be installed with the one that we removed from the original place. So now we have a ground wire. So this ground wire can be installed in any of these bolts here. I'm just going to choose the easiest one, which should be this one right here. I'm just going to go ahead and loosen this a little bit. I'm going to put the ground wire in. Tighten it up. Okay. So now that's it. That's all the wiring you got to do. It's that easy. So this is why I really wanted to try the system, because it's so easy. Beat Sonic makes it so easy for you. The last thing you got to do is plug these two guys into the power amplifier, and you can't mess this up. So essentially the smaller one goes into the high level input. It's labeled right there. Put that in there. Here, click. This one right here, plug it right into this one. And that's it, guys. You're all done. So now we're gonna go ahead and turn on the system, adjust the gain. The gains are actually here in the front, all right? They are by default set to 50%, all right? So let's go ahead and turn on the system, give it a listen, and I'll do a quick adjustment just to make sure the gain works for my system and that it works for my listening level, all right? So let's go ahead and do that. So how Beat Sonic instructs you how to figure out the proper gain is they want you to turn up the volume to your normal listening level, and they want you to adjust the gain until you don't hear any popping. So if you hear any popping or any distortion within your speakers, that's too high. So you're gonna have to kick it back a little bit, all right? So my normal listening level is around 30 to 35. So that's what I'm gonna put my radio to, and then I'll tune the gain on the amplifier to that level, all right? Okay, listening to it right off the bat, my normal listening volume is at 30. I only went up to about like 20, and it sounded as loud and it was much clearer than what my normal volume listening is. So I'm really impressed so far. Let's go ahead and button this all up, and then we'll go ahead and do a volume test for before and after, right? Okay guys, so I went ahead and zip tied the bundled wire together. I'm gonna go ahead and install the amp in this little ledge right here. there's a flat surface here that I'm gonna put these double-sided foam sticky tapes on here, and then I will stick the amp onto it. So hopefully it'll hold in place. They do have these foam, rubber foam pads that you can install as well. You just wrap it around here and lay it on there. So you can do that if you want to. For me, I don't think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna place the flat side down into it, and hopefully that will stick. So that wraps up the install of the Beatsonic Power Amplifier. Let's go ahead and do a before and after of what it sounded like before and what it sounded like after. Keep in mind, this is playing at 30% volume, which is my normal listening level. All right, guys, so that was the Beatsonic Power Amplifier. I must say I am really impressed with how this has transformed the sound system in the 4Runner. Keep in mind, I did change the speakers in the 4Runner. I have kicker speakers in all of the speaker locations, and you guys may recall I did do the tweeter upgrade up at the top of the dash here. Before, I would say the clarity of music was pretty clear, but the bass and the volume was lacking. I think the stock head unit just did not have the power or the juice to really deliver the full amount of clarity to the speakers that I had installed. And so even though the music was pretty good, the music, the mids and the highs were pretty good, the volume, I still had to crank it up a little bit more. The bass was lacking, but now with the Beatsonic Power Amplifier, like I said, I can listen to it at 20% volume and it sounds louder than 30%, which is my normal listening level. So I'm really impressed, guys. For $200, this is a really, really good upgrade. If you are looking to simplify and you are looking for something that's plug and play, easy to do, and affordable, look into the Beatsonic Power Amplifier, guys. They have a whole bunch of tutorials and they have a whole bunch of different products for different manufacturers. So if you don't have a 4Runner, I mean, you know, they have different products for you. They have stuff for Tacomas, Tundras, the RAV4s and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, I'm really, really happy with this. I can't rave about it enough. And so look into it. I'll put a link in the description below. And if you have any questions, shoot me a comment or a message. Thanks, guys.